Good morning, everyone. We're so glad you're here. The Committee on Pensions will now come to order. Please call the roll.
Madam Chair Pike.
Here.
Vice Chairman Black. Representatives Brown, Billington, Clemens, Hovis, Kidd, Murphy, O'Donnell, Owen, Person, Stevens, Wright.
Okay, quorum being present, we'll now proceed. The committee will now hear a public testimony on House Bill 1984, sponsored by Representative Hovis. You may begin when you're ready.
Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the committee. Representative Barry Hovis, District 146, Southeast Missouri, encompasses Cape Girardeau County. Today I'm bringing before you House Bill 1984. It opens up the statute in 104 and basically deals with the Emperor's Board, the governing part of it, which would be those elected to represent that. One of the things that was brought to my attention when I was appointed to be on the board with Emperors was that they have a makeup, which I'll let the administrator or the person in charge of that talk about how that's made up, but there was 4 representatives that are elected to work on the employee side. All 4 of them are elected at the same time, and so some of our concerns was that when you have an election for all 4, if you lost all 4 of them, the institutional knowledge that they held could be gone, and there would be a kind of a gap there as they kind of learned about the system moved up. So they asked to me if I'd be willing to come and maybe offset those terms where there would be 2 elected and then 2 years later another 2, so there was always this overlap there. I thought it made sense to me, and I think it's a good thing, and that's pretty much the gist of the bill, and I'll take any questions you have and then pass it on to the director.
Are any of the members have questions here? I do. I'd like to ask how far this bill went last year for you.
Yes, this bill was heard by the committee, as Madam Pike has brought up, and actually it passed out here, I think, unopposed, and we got it all the way over to the Senate attached to a bill, but as we all know, the Senate left a little early last year and left this one setting. So we hope to try to get this on some additional vehicles this year and try to get it on out.
Very good. Other questions we might have? All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Is there anyone here today that would like to testify in favor of House Bill 1984?
Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the committee. Scott Simon, I'm the Executive Director of the MoDOT and Patrol Employees Retirement System. I would like to thank Representative Hovis for sponsoring this bill again. And I'll start with a brief overview of the makeup of the Emperor's Board. Most of those individuals are either appointed or ex officio members. It includes, it includes 3 members of the State Highways and Transportation Commission, along with the Director of MoDOT. The Superintendent of the Highway Patrol is also elected. We obviously have a representative designated by the Speaker of the House. We have a senator who is Senator Bernskoetter, who is appointed by the Pro Tem. And then we have 4 trustees that are elected by the membership. We have 2 active employees, 1 MoDOT, one Patrol, and 2 retirees, 1 from MoDOT and 1 from the Highway Patrol. And as the representative indicated, at the moment, those elections occur for all 4 of those elected trustees at the same time. And as part of the Emperor's Board of Trustees has gone through a number of process improvements, and this is one of the areas we think we can improve by staggering the terms of those that are elected to the board. So this is supported by our Board of Trustees. We are in the midst, or getting ready to start our election process this spring. So we won't interrupt that process if this is passed. If it's enacted, it would change the next election in 4 years. And the individuals elected at that time as active individuals, the active employee representatives, that is, would serve a 2-year term rather than a 4-year term. And then after that period, they would continue to serve on 4-year terms as they do today. So with that, and I'd also add that there is no fiscal impact associated with this. If there are any questions, I'd be happy to answer those for you.
Thank you so much. Any questions from the members?
Inquiry.
Oh, yes. Representative Brown.
Yeah, good morning. I'm glad that this bill was brought forward by the bill sponsor. It just makes sense to have these staggered elections. I know from being on a previous board, it's tough when you're trying to replace all your members at one time, and then folks are leaving and they take that knowledge with them. Representative, thank you for bringing the bill forward, and I do plan to vote in favor of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative. Other questions? Thank you for your testimony. Make sure you leave a testimony sheet, please. All right, anyone here in favor to testify for this bill? Anyone else? Okay. Is there anyone here today to speak in opposition of House Bill 1984? In opposition? Is there anyone here today to speak for informational purposes only? Any other questions from the committee? Okay, seeing none and no further witnesses, this concludes the hearing on House Bill 1984. Thank you. All right, we will now go into executive session, and we have two bills to talk about. The first is House Bill 2114. I move that House Bill 2114, sponsored by Representative Rusty Black, be voted do pass. Any discussion? Representative Black, would you like to do a quick summary of that bill for us?
My quick summary is we've worked with this bill now for 3 years. Again, Representative Hovis has discussed where we were at in the process before, so please help get it started back through the process again. Thank you.
Any questions or comments? All right. Please call the roll.
Madam Chair Pike.
Aye.
Vice Chairman Black.
Aye.
Representatives Brown. Billington. Clemens. Hovis. Kidd. Murphy. O'Donnell. Owen. Person.
Aye.
Stevens. Wright.
All right, by your vote of 12 ayes and 0 noes, you have voted House Bill 2114 as do pass. We'll look at now the second bill. I move that House Bill 2234, sponsored by Representative Rusty Black, be voted do pass. Any questions or discussion on this bill? Representative Black, a quick overview, please.
Yes, quick, and not with disrespect to the committee members, but ditto.
Okay. All right. No other discussion. Please call the roll.
Madam Chair
Aye.
Pike. Vice Chairman Black.
Aye.
Representatives Brown. Billington. Clemens. Hovis. Kidd. Murphy. O'Donnell. Owen. Person. Stevens. Wright.
By your vote of 12 ayes and 0 noes, you voted House Bill 2234 as do pass. With no other business at this time, the Committee on Pensions is now adjourned. Thank you.